What's going on today, guys? Brian here. We want to make another little video for you guys, and what we're going to be working on today, this evening rather, is one. I got my moose air filter in. We're going to get this oiled up. Put here, got the little screen here it goes on, got it all cleaned up, ready to go. We're going to get this oiled up, mounted onto this, and then put into that. So let's get started here, because I got some other stuff. We're going to do some painting. That's the country coming out in me, sorry. And do a little sanding and painting on this rear frame. I just want to get some stuff touched up around the hitch and or receiver rather, I'm sorry. We get that touched up. Sorry, I'm gonna get me a drink real quick. And got the wiring fixed already. So then the next thing will be I'm gonna get the rear plastics put on. I ordered the spacer and the rubber grommet for the front plastics today, so it's going to be next week, probably towards the middle of next week. This place it's coming from, Babbitt's, they're in Michigan, and usually it's very possible I could have it by Saturday, depending on how they ship it out. If I get it Saturday, then I'll be able to get the front plastics back on this weekend. I'm going to pick the oil up for it either tomorrow or Friday, one of the two. I'm trying not to go out as much as possible and just staying here at the house and doing things, but it's killing me not having that oil. I'm not going to lie. I'd love to have that oil. Let me get a drink. Thank you. So get the oil filter changed. I want to do it before I put the plastics back on, for the simple fact that getting to the oil filter right there, I can get to it with the front plastics on. That's no big deal, but it just makes it easier right now with everything off, and that way if I make a mess I can kind of clean it up. But yeah, once I get that done, and I get that piece for the front plastic, I can put everything back on the floorboard, the plastic part of the floorboards, get everything back on, and it'll be done as far as all that stuff. Get the tires back on it and take her for a little rip, see what she'll do. But I still do have other projects I want to do for it. I might have possibly a winch to go on it, and I want to make a work light for the rear, to mount on the rear rack, something that's removable, but I want to make something that'll flip up and down, and that'll come in handy during deer season. If I'm skinning a deer, it's late in the evening, I don't have to worry about wearing a headlight or have somebody stand there holding a flashlight. I can pull the four-wheeler up, flip that light up, turn it on, light up the whole area, whatever I need to do. Or if I need to work on something, I'm out and it gets light, I need an extra light, period. Hi, kitty. What are you doing, kitty? Not going to stay in there with us? I guess not. Anyway, so let's get started. Enough of me rambling on. Let's get started. What I'm going to be using on this is Bell Ray foam filter oil. This is some really good stuff. I've had this can for quite a while, and I've used it several times, but I picked this up at my local motorcycle store, Dome Cycles in Charleston, West Virginia, back years ago. But it's still good, and this is some really good stuff. I love the Bell Ray products. But you can find this on eBay too, your local motorcycle shop. Where else? I don't know if they have this at. I've never really looked at this at like Advance or Riley's or any of them places like that. So I don't know if they have that or not. But you can definitely. I'm sure you can get it off Amazon too. I'm not a big Amazon shopper. I've always been eBay guy. But yeah, this is some good stuff. This is good oil. Alright, I'll get my gloves on here, my PPE. This Moose filter I got off of eBay, and all I did was went in and typed in 2007 Arctic Cat 500 4x4 air filter, and it come up and give me a bunch of different options. And this Moose Racing one, Moose products, they're good products. I've used them a lot in the past when I had dirt bikes and stuff many years ago. And but yeah, it's good stuff. So yeah, you can go on there and just type in whatever model you have, and they'll bring up everything. I was trying to see if it said. It doesn't say on here. You can go, of course, go on mooseracing.com. You can, of course, go on there and get it from them too. I paid, I think it was like $15 and some change for it off of there, so off of eBay. So you can go on there and look them up. And use some paper towels, because this stuff's gonna get, this stuff is sticky, which that's what it's supposed to be. I'm sure anybody that watches this that's done this before knows. I'm just going to spray it on here. Don't want to get it too heavy, but I want to try to get it over the whole filter here. Now just kind of working in with my hands. I just got a nice coat, and I'm going to work it in with my hands and then see what it looks like, and if I need to put more on, I'll put it on there, but I was just kind of working in good. I just try to get it worked into the filter as much as possible. And there will be places that it won't spread to and stuff, so I'll put more on it. Now I got it all over my hands, got to grab a can. Especially along the edges. I like to get it along the edges good. Just try to get this stuff worked in here and get it spread out. There we go. Looks pretty good. some place that looks white there like it doesn't have any there. There's actually some there. It's just not as much. We'll just squeeze it in a little bit more. All right. Now we'll get her put on this unit. I know you probably can't see what I'm doing. What I'm doing is I'm pushing it down on this. There we go. It's on that like it's supposed to be. Now we'll get this thing stuck in the four-wheeler. Take one of my gloves off here. I think actually that is supposed to go inside like that. Yes. And then the filter seals up like that. Oop. Put it on backwards. There we go. All right. That's one more thing knocked out of the way. All right, so now I'm going to take my glove off here and we're going to get started. See, I got my stuff laid out. I got, this is for the rear brake master cylinder, or I'm sorry, rear brake pedal. Yeah, I guess it would be the master cylinder for the, or not master cylinder. Oh shit, you know what I'm trying to say. Right here. Haha. Yeah, that's kind of dirty. I got to clean up on that too. But anyway, that's the cover for that. And we are going to get that sanded down, painted. And then we're going to be working right in here on the frame. And I'm just going to lightly sand at it, and then I'll wipe it down with acetone, and we're going to shoot some paint on her and get that knocked out of the way tonight. So let me get this glove off. I'm going to go ahead and set you guys down here. Sit down here and see what's going on. I'll turn my little handy dandy light on, light her up a little more. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh, where I used it the other day, I bet it needs charged. Alright, so we'll have to pull the other one out. I'll stick this one on charge. Bear with me just a second. Alright, we got it on charge. So I pulled out the other little unit. We'll try it out. See if I can find a place to stick it good so you'll be able to see. I don't know how that's going to be right there. Thing's not very flat right there. Alright, so how are we looking there? Hopefully you'll be able to see something. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to work on getting some stuff taped off here. Because I don't want to get paint all over everything. Get us some tape here tore off. Use some good old frog tape. That didn't work out so great. That'll work. I'm not going to be shooting a lot of paint. I just don't want any overspray on anything that there doesn't have to be. Especially any silver parts. I don't want any of my silver parts getting covered up here. I'm getting black paint on them. Trying to do this in a timely manner here, if you know what I'm saying. Don't want it to take too long. I'm trying to get more efficient at doing these, if you know what I mean. Not taking forever trying to do stuff. Trying to shoot video rather. Trying to be a little more prepared. That should be good. Now I'm going to stick one more piece inside of here so I don't get the diff. And then we can kind of start sanding on it. Which I'm going to have to kick air compressor on, and that's going to get a little loud. Not too bad since I fixed that cover on it. Hopefully if you've seen this one, you all watched that video too. I'm just going to try to shove this piece, kind of let it wrap around the differential here. That's the only thing I just don't want to get paint in there. There we go. Oh, that'll work. Yep, that'll work. We should be good to go. Alright, so I'm going to kick air compressor on. It's going to get a little bit loud. Just bear with me. Alright guys, that's it for that. Sorry. I know it's kind of loud there. Alright, got this bracket all shined up. I wasn't going to take all the paint off of it. I mainly wanted to just take the paint off where it was rusty. And I decided what the heck, I'll just go ahead and take it all off and shoot fresh paint all over the whole thing and try to make her look nice. And as far as this goes, the receiver here goes. This thing's a little hard to get to, especially with that grinding wheel. But I basically was trying to hit everywhere there's a little bit of rust. Just taking that paint off and just going to shoot paint over top of it. Now there was a sticker right here that told what the max weight was and all that. I'm not going to be pulling any big heavy trailers with it, so I took it off. Only has like a 35-pound tongue weight. I'm just going to use a little bit of this Scotch-Brite here. Just kind of go over things a little bit. My main thing was places that was rusted. When you would knock that paint off there, you could see that the rust was actually bleeding over under and the paint would kind of chip, and that's what was happening right here a lot. So that was the big thing, getting all that and getting all that loose paint off there. That was the main thing. Get this little bit of surface rust right down here. Tell you what, when they welded this thing on here, I mean the weld looks pretty good, but man, there's a lot of splatter all over the frame where they welded this all up and down through here. When I do stuff, I don't like half-assing it, so to speak. I like to do it and do it right the first time. That way I'm really kind of don't have to worry about going back later on and fixing it up. And if I was doing this to sell it, then I'd be doing it a lot different, sanding a lot different. That way I could blend it in better and all that good stuff. But I don't plan on selling it. Not planning on it, but now if right offer would come up on a street bike maybe or something like that, then I might consider doing something like that. Yeah, I really would consider doing something like that. I want another street bike, and I want a dirt bike and a street bike so bad I can't taste it, or I can't stand it, sorry. I can taste it, can't stand it. Like I said, this don't have to be perfect, because right now, you know, unless somebody would hit me up and say, hey, I want to trade you, or, you know, you interested in a street bike or a good dirt bike, trading for it, I might very well consider doing it. I told the wife I wanted one more dirt bike before I die. Don't know that it'll ever happen, but I do miss my dirt bike, that's for sure. Dirt bikes. I miss my street bike too. Not too worried about the underside of it. Put in a little elbow grease. Elbow grease. Oh, I know I'm being stupid. We'll have that. Right. You'll have that, right? Alright, now get my air hose again. I'm going to blow all this off, wipe her down with acetone, and we're going to get ready to shoot it. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to shake the camera there. Alright, get that stuff back in there. No gloves off. Don't have much acetone left. Using acetone. Jasco. This one we'll use, wipe everything down with, try to get it good and clean as I can. There's some fuzzies. Fuzzies on it. I don't want no fuzzies. A little wire here. Like I said, it's not going to be perfect, and it don't have to be perfect. Now, if this was going to be something I was going to, like a street bike I was going to be riding or something, then yeah, I would spend a lot more time on it, making sure everything was right on this unit. So this I'm ready to shoot. We'll hang it up here for right now. Flop my rag over here, kind of wipe this stuff off. rag tore up. I got a sticker right here. I'm going to try to just put some tape over that. I'm going to leave it. I thought about taking it off there, but I'm deciding what the heck. Alright, everything should be wiped down good enough. And I'm just using some Rust-Oleum semi-gloss protective enamel. It matches up pretty decent, not bad. Let's see if we can mask this off here a little bit. Alright, we ought to be good there. Should have shook this up earlier. Now, if you're attempting to do something, if you're watching this, attempting to do something like this at home, you don't have an air die grinder to sit there and sand, which it makes short work of it. If you go Harbor Freight and pick you up just a regular corded grinder and get you a wire wheel, which they do sling out, the wires will come out of them wire wheels, so you got to wear protective equipment, eye protection, really a whole face mask, gloves, long sleeves if you can, and use something like that, or just use sandpaper. It just takes the time. It takes a lot longer. Just use regular sandpaper. But that's what I was going to do, is use sandpaper. But for video length of the video's sake, I wasn't going to take a good hour or 2 hours trying to put this thing on. So let's see here. I'm going to shoot this. Alright. Let's see. I'm gonna get in your way here just a second. Let's see what I'm doing back in here. Hard to paint upside down. Man, this is going to look brand new compared to the rest of the four-wheeler. I might have to shoot the whole damn thing. Got my finger in it. Got my finger in it. Where are we hitting at? Let's see what we get. Take my blade here. Oh, right there. That was the hard part, seeing back in there, making sure you got all that. Alright, I think I've pretty much got everything here. Get over in the way again. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to, whoops, stay up there. I'm going to tip you up. I'm going to let that dry for a while. Turn you here. Well, I'm messing myself up. There we go. I'll take off a hook here. Get it all? Looks like I got it all. How's that look? That look pretty good? Looks like a brand new one. Alright, so I'll let that dry. Hang it up there and we'll let that dry. And then we will shoot another coat on it if it needs it. And get that back together. So, one last thing I'm going to show you here before we end for the night. Turn you back down. Ooh, there we go. And turn you around. This is what's going on next. Rear plastics. That's why I was getting the rear of this done. I think I said it earlier. But this is it. Look how dirty it is. When I pressure washed this thing, back in my first video when I tore it apart, I forgot to pressure wash this. And you can just see how nasty that thing is. So, tomorrow we're going to get this pressure washed with some simple green. And, well, actually, the pressure washer I think's broke, so I'm not going to be able to pressure wash it. But I'm going to hit it with some simple green. I got the good old handy dandy brush, some elbow grease, and we're going to get her cleaned up, and it is going back on the four-wheeler tomorrow. That back on, we'll get the battery back in, and man, we'll be that much closer to this thing being done. So until tomorrow, I think I'm going to have me a good cold beer, and we will see you guys tomorrow. All right? Take it easy. Till tomorrow.